Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be working on this 2008 Jeep Wrangler, this big monster right here. And problem we got with this one is we got a starter issue. Hasn't completely gone out yet right now, but it's on the way out. Sometimes it'll start, sometimes it won't. So better to do that before we get stranded for good. So I'll walk you guys through this video. Follow along if you guys need to do it, or if you guys are bored, got nothing to do. Here we go. So first thing we got to do is we got to disconnect the negative battery on the battery terminal. We got to pop the hood for that one, release both of your latches. And this one's not too bad of a job, pretty easy. One of the easiest starters you can do. So let's get this hood open here. Got the good old 3.8 liter engine, and there's a lot of wires everywhere because got a lot of stuff hooked up to this one. So over there we got a dual battery system, so we're going to disconnect. If you guys have just one, you got the one negative battery terminal over there, disconnect that one. Alright, so now after you guys have disconnected the negative battery terminal on it, get up underneath it. Well, you guys got jacks, or put it up on the lift. We'll go underneath, and it's right here on the driver's side, hiding behind that cover right there. So all we got is two bolts, one right there, one a little bit further up, and then that got to come right out. And then we got a connector and another nut on the starter for the power. So it's not too bad, and we got plenty of room here, so let's get to it. Alright, so now we're going to take off those two bolts. So in my case, this bottom one's a 16 and the top one's a 15. I'm not sure why. Maybe this bolt's been replaced in the past. For all you Jeep owners, if you want to chip in, let's see what your experience with these is and why that is. If yours are the same or something's been changed around on this one, not sure. So we got the bottom one. Now we'll get the top one. Like I said, that one's a 15. So for the top one, grab an extension. Alright, there it goes. Broke it loose, and then now we'll get it out with the gun, speed things up a little bit. Yeah, so this bolt's a lot shorter on the top than the bottom one, because this insulator doesn't come out separately. It comes out all one with the starter. We'll just unclip this connector. And there's the connector. Leave that to the side. Got the nut off. We'll get the crush washer off. We'll pop that connector off. In the perfect world, should slide off. Alright, looks like we have a spacer. Make sure you guys hang out on the spacer for the new one. And just pull that wiring out. this is our starter, our old one. And then we'll get our new one and then swap everything over. And then check this connector, make sure that's in good shape. Not too bad. Also check this, make sure you guys don't have a lot of corrosion on this one. If you do, then just take a sandpaper and just grind it down a little bit. Alright, so here's all our old starter, here's our new one. So for a new starter, we got a brand new one. We didn't get a remanufactured one. I would recommend that versus a reman. Saving the 50 bucks or whatever is not worth it. And let's see what's in the old one. And for some reason, so maybe somebody replaced this already. This one's got 3 holes in it for the bolts, and there was only 2 bolts in there. Let's see what this one is. So yeah, it looks like somebody replaced this once already. This is a Napa one. So probably Jeep owners can chip in the comments below and let us know if yours has 3 bolts or not. But my guess is if there's 3 holes in it, I don't know why they'd make a 3rd one and not put a bolt in there. So probably the other person got lazy and left it with just 2. So now we're gonna swap that over, that heat shield, put the insulator on the new starter, and looks like that one is gonna go like that. And then we're gonna get the wiring in through here, and then we're gonna put everything back together and hopefully get our 3rd bolt that's missing in there. Alrighty, so now time to put this back in. So we got our insulator back on it. And now, let's see if we can fish our wiring in through this insulator. That's gonna be the hard part. And before we do that, make sure you guys don't forget your spacer in there. Alright, so we got the spacer. Now push the wiring in. Try to get it to the other side. And what I'm gonna do just to kind of hold it in place is start this one first bolt here on the bottom, and that way it doesn't fall on us. And now try to fish those cables all the way to the back here. Alright, so it looks like I got them. that one. And now we can, as long as we know that the cables have reached the other side, then we can go ahead and get the starter bolted on. So I found that extra bolt that was missing. And now we'll have 3 bolts instead of just 2. If there's a spot for it, why not? So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. My guess is it's supposed to have 3 bolts. Alright, so now we're make sure it's straight. Get these slowly tightened up. Now the one on the bottom, which is our odd 16 mil instead of 15. We're going to put the new nut, and the cross washer goes in first. And after the cross washer, we'll put the nut. Get our handy dandy tool in a tight mode. It looks like that's not a 13 anymore. Let's try a 14. Looks like it's 14. Alright, so just put a little dab of dielectric grease all inside there. So it makes a good connection. And then we'll clip that on. Hard to see in the video because it's tight space. If you guys took out the old one, you know exactly where it goes on the new one. You kind of see it. And then pull on it just to make sure that it's in there nice and secure so it doesn't fall out on you. Alright, so now we're going to put that little washer clamp looking thing on the back of it that holds this insulator in place. And it looks like there's probably another one on the top here. That's probably the one that they didn't put back in. All right, so there you guys have it. If you guys got 07 to 17 Jeep Wrangler, this is the JK. Might be the same for the other ones as well, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it's got to be close enough. But yeah, if you guys are having issues with your starter, this is how you do it. Nice and easy. Pretty much walk in the park on this one. And hope this video helps you guys out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Happy adventures.